Hey gamers, Hops on Xbox here. Let's talk games. Now, what I'd like to discuss today is a thought I've had for a very long time, but I could not put it on Twitter because there's not enough space. I think the Xbox Series consoles are like the iPhones of the gaming world. Now, let me explain myself. So you have the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, right? The Xbox Series X is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. You get all the high-tech features, a beautiful screen, a third camera, a beautiful phone, and all you could want in a phone, but it comes at that higher price tag. And everybody wants an Xbox Series X for the flex factor. Just like how everyone wants an iPhone 12 Pro Max for the flex factor. Everybody could just go out and get an Xbox Series S, aka the iPhone 12, which can do everything that the iPhone 12 Pro Max or the Xbox Series X can do, and it does it very well, but it doesn't have the most flashy things. It's not going to have 4K or a third camera like the iPhone, or it's not going to have the prettiest screen like the iPhone will, or the iPhone 12 Pro Max will. And I say that, and it may be a very weird thought, but I think if Microsoft plays their cards right, I think the Xbox Series S will end up outselling the X. And here's why. If you think about regular people, not people who are smartphone enthusiasts or gaming enthusiasts, you think of regular people and what kind of iPhones they have. They could have the newest iPhones out there, but it's not going to be the top of the line. I see a lot of people walking around with the iPhone 12 and iPhone 11 more than I see people walking around with the 12 Pro or the 11 Pro. And that's because most people really don't care all that much for having the prettiest thing on the planet. When the iPhone 11 came out, it took the world by storm because it was finally an iPhone that looked close enough to the top of the line, the 11 Pro Max. It looks just like it. It performs just like it. It's just the screen is a little less pretty and you get one less camera. And people ate it up. People are like, what do I need the extra camera for? And I don't need a 1440p display. The iPhone 11 comes with a 720p display. Now, me personally, that is a little too low for my taste, but it is manageable. To most people, the screen looks fine. It's not going to be anything dazzling or beautiful, but it's fine. It's an iPhone that you can get for cheap, or relatively cheap. It's not. There are people who have held on to their iPhone 6s and 7s and 8s, which seem like very old iPhones today, but it just works for people. And I think that applies to the gaming world too. I think the Xbox Series S is the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 12, either one, the standard of the gaming world. I think when people finally see, because all you hear about is the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. A lot of people don't even think about the S. But the S will do everything that the PS5 everything that the Xbox Series X will do, just at a lower resolution. It'll game at 120 frames per second. And a lot of the titles that the Xbox Series X does it in, it has Game Pass, same controller, same inputs, same everything other than a cut to resolution. And to a lot of people, that probably won't matter. A lot of people are gaming on a Nintendo Switch that most games put out at 720p. And there are some games that people think are gorgeous on the Nintendo Switch. And I think once people catch wind, especially the people that can't get a PlayStation 5 right now, that if you think of the normal gamer, we all have those people in school who only buy 2 to 3 games a year. They'll buy the Call of Duty of that year, the 2K, and the Madden, and also FIFA. So 3 to 4 games per year. Meanwhile, it's very hard to get a PlayStation 5 right now. The standard person isn't going to go out of their way like a lot of hardcore gamers will and sit in lines and all that to get a PS5. But since the Series S's are a bit more in stock, you could get a Series S and Xbox Game Pass and get the newest Madden, the newest 2K, the newest FIFA for $15 a month. Now, the Call of Duty you'll have to get on your own, of course, but they're paying $60 for it anyway, so they'll just do it again. But you can get, those standard people can get 2K, Madden, FIFA. We all know those people who are only going to play those 3 games. And then plus 300 other games. And they're like, what do I need a PS5 for? I got all the games I need. The only reason you get a PS5, if you're only getting those 3 games, is because your friends are probably already on it. But to the people that don't really care about that, you can get a Series S, $300. Pay an extra $15 and you get 300 games. And that goes back to the iPhone. Why do I need this $1,300 iPhone that's crazy and flashy when I can get this $600 iPhone that does all the shit that the top iPhone does, just less pretty? And a lot of people flock towards that. And I think if Microsoft keeps playing their cards right, the Series S will do the same. Now, the Series X is still going to be there for the enthusiasts, but I think most people are just going to hop on the S and probably be very, very happy with it. But that's just me. So, if you'd like to discuss this in the comments, feel free. I will look in there and I'll reply to the ones that I feel like I need to reply to. And until next time, I'm Hops on Xbox. I'm out.